Good morning, dear students. This is computer class for class 10. I hope you all are fine and safe inside the home. Today we will continue our chapter number 2, Introduction to Java. This is the last part of this chapter. Next day we will start to discuss question answers. Last day I explained you about the input-output statements, input-output exception cases. Today we will discuss how a variable overwriting itself means how it will change its value and overwrite another value inside it. In Java, a variable can change its own value using the assignment operator and any arithmetic operator. Last day we also discussed about the assignment operator and arithmetic operator along with different type of operators. Assignment operators means equal to and arithmetic operators are plus, minus, multiplication and division. Multiplication will be represented by asterisk and division will be represented by slash sign. I think you all know about that. So with the help of combination of these two types of operators means assignment operator and arithmetic operator, we will create some special type of shortcut operators, okay, which can be made up by the use of the operators, arithmetic operators and equal symbols. They are plus equal to, minus equal to, multiply equal to and divide equal to means asterisk equal to and slash equal to. These are the shortcut operators. For example, how we can use these assignment operators? I made here one table in which first is the simple. First column will show you the simple expression and second one will show you by using the shortcut operators by the combination of arithmetic and equal operator. Okay. If there is a variable a, inside in this variable there is any value stored. Okay, now I want to increase that value which is stored in the variable a by 1. Then what I will do? I will write a is equals to a plus 1. In this way, I can increase the value, previous value of a by 1. I can write the same expression by the shortcut operator. How? A plus equal to together without any space plus equal to 1. It means now you add 1. Now you add plus will represent the addition. So now you add 1 in the variable a and then a, now new value of a will be the added will be equal to the added 1 value in the previous value of a. Means now the new value of a is equals to previous value of a plus 1. Okay. So in both column what I have written, that is same. Both will show the same value, same output. If you will run, both will show the same output. But first one is the simple expression, second is by using shortcut operator. In the same way we can perform subtraction also. If you want to decrease 1 from the previous value of a, then what I will do? Simple, I will write a is equals to a minus 1. But by using shortcut operator, how we will write? A minus equal to 1. Okay? It means now from the previous value of a, it will decrease 1, it will subtract 1, and then it will produce the new value of a. Means it will change from the previous value to new value by changing, by decreasing, by subtracting 1. In the same way, we can apply it for multiplication and division also. A is equals to a multiply 1. In place of that, we can write a asterisk equal to 1. For division, a is equals to a slash 1. In place of that, in shortcut operator, we can write a slash equal to 1. Okay. But remember that you don't have to give any space between the shortcut operator. Means between the arithmetic and equal to sign, don't give any space. Then only it will be shortcut operators. So these were the uses of shortcut operator. How can a variable can change its value by using shortcut operator. Next topic is scope of variable. So scope of a variable refers to that area of the program in which only it can be accessed and can be used. And how we can know about that area? This area will be represented, this area will be given by the parenthesis. And it will also known as block. It is also known as block. And it will be given inside the curly braces. Okay, so whatever is written within the curly braces, that area is known as block. So scope of the variable means the area in which that variable is accessible. So there are two types of scope of variables: global variable and local variable. Global and local. So we will see one by one about these type of scope of variables. So first one is global variable. It is clear from the name only. Global variables are those variables which can be accessed by any method, any functions of the class. Means inside the class, anywhere it can be accessed by any method. Okay, so that's why it is known as global variable, because it can be used by any method inside the class. You know that in a program we will create the class, and in that class we can create so many methods, so many functions. So inside those all functions, by those all methods, we can use those global variables. It is accessible by all the methods. It is also known as instance variables. Local variable. Local variable can only be accessed by the block where the variable is declared. Means within that curly braces, within that block in which it is declared. Okay. So it cannot be accessed outside that particular block. Its limitation is within that block only, within that curly braces only. So these variables are used to store intermediate result. Means if you want to use that result, if you want to use the that variable inside that block, then only you declare inside that block. Otherwise you declare in the class globally. So this is the difference between local and global. Local variable can be accessed by only that block inside it is declared, but global variable its limitation is wide and it can be used, it can be accessed anywhere inside the class. Now next topic is increment and decrement operators. Increment operator is represented by plus plus and decrement operator is represented by minus minus. Plus plus means, as I told you, plus plus is increment. So how much increment it will give to the variables? It will increase the value of a variable by 1. In the same way, minus minus is the decrement operator and it will decrease the value of that variable by 1. Increment operator will increase the value by 1 and decrement operator will decrease the value of variable by 1. For example, if you will write plus plus a and a is equals to 5. So plus plus a means 5 plus 1. Now plus plus a is 6 and a is 5, and if I will write minus minus a, it means it will be 5 minus 1, 4. Now the new value of a is 4. So these operators can be used in mathematical expressions. We will see some important points about the increment and decrement operators. What are the important points? There are two types of increment and two types of decrement operators. Post increment, post decrement. In the same way, pre-increment, pre-decrement operator. So post increment or post decrement operator will change the value by 1. You all know that, but change the value after using the original value of the variable. It will change the value after using the original value of the variable. It means first it will use the original value and then it will change. For example, suppose that a is a variable and its value is, original value is 10. Now I am taking one more variable b, and b will store the value, which value? Incremented value of a. So I will write b is equals to a plus plus. B is equals to a plus plus. But just now what I told you, first it will use the original value and then it will change. So first, in this expression, first it will use the original value of a. And what was the original value of a? 10. So b will still store the original value of a, that is 10. So b will be 10, and then after using this value, a will change, a will increase. Then a will be 11. But it will, in the beginning, first it will use the original value. That's why b will be 10 and a will, after increment, it will be 11. Just opposite pre-increment or pre-decrement operator. It will change the value first and then it will use the new value for the variable. Okay, same example we will take. We will take one variable a, its initial value, original value is 10, and then we will write b is equals to pre-increment. Okay, pre-increment means b is equals to plus plus a. So first it will change the value. So now changed value, because we are incrementing here, so it will become now a is equals to 11. So now a is 11. So b will also contain which value? B will equal to 11. First it will change the value and then new value it will use for the variable. So now in this way b is equals to 11 and of course a is also 11. So this is the difference between post increment and pre increment. In the same way we can show post decrement and pre decrement also. In post increment or decrement, first we are using the original value, then we will change the value. And here pre-increment or decrement operator, first we will change the value and then we will use it in the variable. Okay, so these were some important points about the increment and decrement operators. Next day we will discuss some question answers from chapter number 2. Till that time, have a great day. Thank you.